My first story is of the reformer Jan Hus. Anybody heard of Jan Hus? Anybody? Wow, cool. That was a first, by the way. His writings inspired a young Martin Luther to file his 95 complaints with a hammer. So he's a pretty interesting person. Huss did a few things that made him very unpopular. The standard practice at the time that he was alive, the standard practice for Holy Communion at that time was to share the chalice, the cup of communion, with the clergy and only the clergy, right? Huss was one of the very first who made it a common practice to share the communion chalice with the congregation. He also preached in the local language, not Latin. Even worse, he translated the Bible into the local language. His extremely popular sermons regularly accused various officials of immorality, including the local bishop and the Pope in Rome. All that is bad enough, but probably his biggest sin was that he was popular. To all reports, he was quite the draw, and at some point, apparently, the church had enough, and he was put on trial. He was offered a chance to renounce his sins, that is, his transgressions, his heresies, but he refused, and he was executed in 1415. Huss was neither a Universalist nor a Unitarian, yet we like to say that we are tied to him through his democratizing approach to worship. Worship, communion, the Word of God. These were not only meant to be reserved for the privileged, they were meant for everyone. We still believe that today, and we like that. And we also claim him through our symbols. Some have argued that our flaming chalice, a symbol that came into being in common use during World War II, has ties back to Huss and his chalice. And the flame that we added to it can be seen as a testimony not only to human cruelty, but to the ever-burning light of hope that carries each of us through times of struggle and fear.